I'm Cruz with this news update. After less than 2 days of deliberations, a jury found an Iraqi immigrant guilty of beating his wife to death.
Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Qasim al-Hamidi, guilty of the crime of murder.
49-year-old Qasim al-Hamidi shook his head and his finger when the verdict was read. He also put his head down on the desk in front of him several times and appeared to be praying. His eldest son was visibly upset. He had to be escorted out of the courtroom by family members and sheriff's deputies after he began shouting. Prosecutors said in court that al-Hamidi killed 32-year-old Shaima al-Awadi in March of 2012 because she had threatened to divorce him. Experts testified she was likely struck on the head 6 times with a weapon similar to a tire iron. An economic report released Thursday says that the Space and Naval Warfare Systems Command, headquartered in Old Town and led by a Navy admiral, will inject $1.77 billion into the regional economy this year. SPAWAR employs nearly 5,000 employees at an average salary of $105,000. The work, done mostly by civilian employees, ranges from cybersecurity to bomb-fighting robots to unmanned underwater vehicles. According to the report, if you consider the economic ripple effect, SPAWAR spending will snowball into $2.5 billion in regional economic output and touch nearly 19,000 jobs. Nearly 1.4 million people enrolled in health plans through the state's insurance exchange by the final open enrollment deadline. The Covered California Exchange also registered 1.9 million new enrollees in Medi-Cal, which is the health insurance program for the poor. Altogether, signups for the first year of open enrollment exceeded 3 million people. It's by far the most successful enrollment campaign for any state in the rollout of the Federal Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. The number of serious crimes in San Diego County continues to go down. This is encouraging news after the county saw a bump up in 2012. The number of homicides dropped by 33% from 2012, and the number of cars stolen dropped to a new 30-year low, while the number of homicides, robberies, and burglaries was the second lowest since 1984. The report issued by the San Diego Association of Governments compiled figures on 7 major crimes tracked nationally by the FBI. Good news for an El Cajon family who received a surprise they'll never forget. A Dodge Caravan was presented to the Hauer family, who has adopted 18 children with special needs. The Passion for Kids charity pulled up to the family's driveway with the van and gave them donated clothes and bags of gifts. The disabled accessible van was paid for by an anonymous donor. The San Diego Fire Department is celebrating the 100th birthday of one of the retired firefighters. Frank Barron Jr. joined the fire department in 1941 and is the oldest surviving retired San Diego firefighter. Barron enjoyed his birthday bash at the San Diego Firehouse Museum, surrounded by his family and friends. And we want to wish him a happy birthday. You can read more on these stories right here on UTSandiego.com.